On today's video, I'm going to be reviewing this Stanificent Hotel Card Lock, also known as the Stanificent Electronic Lock, which is this device that you can see me holding right now. So let me keep it down. So with this device, it actually works with other devices, like this Stanificent Smart Card that you can see over here. Also, it works with this Stanificent card reader, which is this box that you can see over here. I'm going to open up the boxes and show you guys the device into this video. And also, it works with this as well. That's the Stanificent Encoder. So I'm going to explain what these devices do in this video as well. Then you can see this Stanificent 40 amps universal energy saving switch. So I'm going to open the box later on so you guys see more about this. And then you can see this Duracell 4-in-1 AA battery. So it also works with this battery. And lastly, it works with this software, which is the Stanificent Pro USB lock software. So I'm going to be explaining everything about this device on this video. Now you can also have this software installed on a flash drive, or you can get a downloadable version by contacting us at Stanificent Global Technology Limited. All right, let's get right into this video so I can start breaking down the different feature of all these devices that you can see before you, and then we'll start unboxing them. Now this Stanificent Hotel Card Lock, you can actually use it in your hotel, or you can use it in your place of office. It doesn't have to be just hotel. And the benefit of actually using this device is that it's going to save you that stress of always carrying bulky keys around, because imagine in your office place or your hotel you are having like 50 rooms. You have to have 50 different keys, so you have to be carrying bulky keys around whenever you want to open any door. But with this device, you are going to need just the smart card, which is this Stanificent smart card, to open your doors. So you don't need any bulky keys, so it's going to save you a lot of stress. Now when it comes to this smart card is going to reduce a lot of stress for you, because you can make some of these smart cards for your guests, and also you can also use some of the smart card to play a role as the master card, which means that one card will be able to access every room in your place of office or in your hotel. So which means you as the manager, you'll be having that master card, so you don't need to be carrying bulky keys around. So whenever you want to access any room or check anything in any room, you only need your master card, and then you'll be able to access any room. And also this is going to help the cleaners in your place of work, or rather in your hotel, because on a normal, let's say your cleaner, they are about to go and clean room 53, you have to start looking for room 53 before they can go and clean the room, which is going to take time. But if you are to have a master card, or rather this Stanificent smart card that is used as your master card, all you have to do is just give that master card to the cleaner, and they will be able to clean any room in that hotel, or rather in that your office. Now before I continue talking about this Stanificent Hotel Card Lock and all the other devices that play an important role with this lock, if you're actually interested in getting this lock or any of all these devices that I've been talking about on this video, all you have to do is just reach out to us at Stanificent Global Technologies with this address that you can see on your screen right now. And also for your order and your purchase request, you can reach us on WhatsApp or via phone call, or any one of your choice, with these phone numbers that you can see on your screen right now. We are into wholesales, we're also into retails, supply installation, and a lot more. We also deal on other products and services like the Wi-Fi, CCTV, IP and solar cameras, and also we deal on other stuff like other services like electric fences, car tracking, and every other thing that you can see on your screen right now. So if you need any of these services, just give us a phone call or contact us with our address, and we're going to give you an excellent job anywhere in Nigeria. All right, let's get back to this video and keep talking about this Stanificent Hotel Card Lock. Now this smart card, which is the Stanificent smart card I was talking about earlier, is actually programmable, which means that you can actually program one card and give it to a guest, and this card will have access to just one door in one floor. And also you can take another card, like this card for example, and then you program this card to have access to all floors, which means it's going to have access to all the room, which means you can even use the card as your master card. So it's just like that. Everything about this card is programmable. Now let's talk more about this Stanificent Hotel Card Lock. Now the one feature that I like about this Stanificent Hotel Card Lock is that it actually has no business with light or your generator. So whether there's light or there's no light, it can actually operate. And the reason why it's able to operate is because it actually uses battery, which is this battery that you can see right here, which is the Duracell AA battery. You can see it. Let me bring it closer. So this is the battery that you actually use Now, with the help of this Duracell battery, this Stanificent Hotel Card Lock is going to be able to function without light. So if there's a situation where there's a power failure, you won't have to be worried that your doors are all sealed shut. They won't be sealed shut in that situation because they are all using Duracell battery as their power source. So which is actually very, very good. Now, another feature of this Stanificent smart cards I want to talk about is that you can actually program it to have an expiring date. So in the situation where your guest is to pay you to have access to your room for just 2 days, after 2 days, this card, once they are to swipe it on the door, is not going to respond because that 2 days have expired. So the only way they will be able to have access to that room once more is to bring this card back to you, pay more money to you, so that you will add more days to the card. So this is actually very, very good, so that in situations like that, your guests will not be cheating you and having access to your room when their money have already expired. So in situations like that, they will need to bring the card back to you so that they will pay more money so that they can have access back to their rooms. So how can you program this smart card? I'm sure you have already been asking yourself that question. So in order for you to program this smart card, you are going to need this software that I mentioned earlier, which is the Stanificent Pro USB Lock software. So this software is actually going to be installed in your system and is going to be working with this Stanificent encoder that you can see right now. So let me quickly bring out this encoder for you guys. I'll show you guys how it works. Alright guys, now this is actually the Stanificent encoder. So the way it works is that once you have installed this software in your system that I talked about earlier, and then you have connected everything with this Stanificent encoder, so what you have to do is just place any of your smart card on top of this encoder, and then you are going to encrypt the amount of days that you want the card to last before giving it to your guest. So it's quite simple and also it's quite easy to do. Now, in a situation where you need to check how many times any door have been opened in your office or rather in your hotel, you are going to need this Stanificent data gather, or rather the Stanificent card reader. What this actually does is that it gives you the ability to see how many times any door in your office or your hotel have actually been opened, which is actually very, very good because with this you are going to be able to checkmate your staff. That way they won't be cheating you and giving out cards to different random guests without your knowledge. So with this, you are going to be able to know how many doors was open, and stuff like that, and have a better detail about how many guests are using your rooms in your office or rather in your hotel. Let me quickly show you guys the device before we move on to some other feature about this Stanificent Hotel Card Lock. So this is actually the device, and like I said earlier, it's called the Stanificent data gather, rather the Stanificent card reader. So if you are a manager, you are going to need this device. It's super important so you can be checkmating your staff so they won't be cheating you. Now let's quickly talk about this Stanificent 40 amps universal energy saving switch, and it's very, very important that you have it in your office or rather in your hotel because it's going to save you a lot of electricity that will be wasted. Because normally the way this card works is that it actually works with any hotel card lock or rather any electronic lock, and also it works with any card. So it doesn't have to be the Stanificent card or the Stanificent Hotel Card Lock. So it's actually universal, just like its name states. So it's universal. It can work with any card and also work with any hotel lock. So this is actually very important that you have it, because in a situation where you give out your card to a guest, sometimes they will be wasting your energy or rather your electricity, because once they are about to leave, they will just leave. Sometimes they will leave your TV on, they will leave the fridge on, they will leave the AC on, and that's going to be wasting a lot of your electricity and going to be increasing your bill or rather your energy bill, and it's going to even take you a lot of time before you notice that, oh, this guy left the fan on, he left the TV on and stuff like that. But if you are to have this in your hotel, you won't have to worry about that because it's going to save you a lot of electricity, because this actually works with an hotel card. So once they get into your hotel room, they are going to need this card, the Stanificent card or rather any card, because this device, like I said earlier, is universal. So once they put it inside this device, then they will be able to have access to electricity in that room, which means they'll be able to on the TV, on the fridge, and stuff like that. And once they are about to leave their room, they are going to need their card before they can leave their room. And once they take the card from this device, immediately, let me say like 3 minutes later, everything in that room is going to shut down. From the fan to the TV and then to the AC, everything is going to shut down, because now it's more like this device know that, okay, the person that rented this room is no longer in this room, so it's going to shut down all the appliances in the room, which is going to save you a lot of electricity. So I'm going to unbox this real quick and show you guys how it looks like. So this is how it actually looks like. I don't know if you can see that clearly. It actually says insert key for power. You can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it. So you can see that there's actually a space in there to insert a card. So whenever you get into your room, like I said earlier, you are going to need your card. And then you can see this card right here. It actually fits in. So if you look at it, because this is actually closed right now, you can see it's closed, but if you look at it, you see that there's actually a space for a card. So once any guest is to get into their room, all they have to do is just put one of these cards in here, and then they'll be able to have power in that room, so they can turn on your appliances. And then once they are about to leave the room, so we have to take out their card from this device. And once they take out their card from the device, the appliances in that room, like 3 minutes later, everything is going to shut down, which is going to save you a lot of electricity, and also is going to reduce your energy bill. Now, the way that this is actually going to work is that you are going to need this Stanificent Universal Energy Saving Switch in different rooms. So each room is going to be having one. That way, everything will be functioning independently. So that way, each customer, or rather each guest that come to a room will have their own energy saving switch. And all they have to do is just put their card to get power, just like that. So every room is going to have their own. So that's the only way it's going to work perfectly fine. And also, if you are a manager at your place of office, on your hotel, you are going to need all these devices that I said earlier, like this Stanificent lock. Also, you are going to be needing the card reader. You are going to be needing the encoder. So if you don't have all this, I'm sorry to say, your hotel is still far behind, or rather your place of office is still far behind, because all these that you have here is actually going to help things to be much more easier for you in that your hotel, or rather in that your place of work, or rather your office. So if you don't have all this and you actually need it, all you have to do is just contact us, and we're going to make life easier for you and your customer. Now, before I bring this video to a close, if you would like to see some more products that we have available, then you can visit our website at www.stanificentglobal.com to see more of our products and some of our other services that we have available. And also, you can also follow us on all our social media handles that you can see on your screen right now. And please, if you found any value in this video, then do remember to smash that subscribe button and stay connected to this our channel. And that's it for that. I'll see you guys on my next review video.